Welcome back to Is It Hitting? I'm Scoot. That's Noah. What's good with you, my boy?
What's good? What's good?
How you been doing, man? How was your week?
My week was good, bro. I'm just doing pretty good. I just ate. I feel good. I haven't eaten all day. First meal at 5 o'clock. But
Hey,
you
it
know,
really do be like that sometimes.
they do.
I felt like I
Cause
was
when I
eating like
wake,
that the last couple of days.
hmm it's been like this for a minute, bro. Like I don't know. I think ever since like I started doing like streaming and stuff, like this overnight stuff, and like sleeping till like 1 or 2. Sometimes my first meal be at like 8 o'clock. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You ever thought about changing up your schedule since like you don't work and everything?
I thought about it. Cause like I ain't gonna hold you, I get a little tired. I get tired faster now that I'm not like working as well. So like around like 3 o'clock ish, 3:30 ish, I'll start getting a little bit tired. But I thought about it. But I don't know. I I don't know. I like streaming at night. I think something about streaming at night is like different than during the day because people are out doing stuff during the day, you know. So like
Yeah,
when they come home at night, they could just chill, in the stream. And
very
I'm not
very
doing
true.
anything at night anyway.
Very very true. I wish. I mean, I could do that now, but I definitely do like that. I've always liked that nighttime vibe. Whenever I would like switch it up a little bit and do that stream, it always felt
Mhm.
cool. It felt a little I want to say more genuine. Not to say that it like the other streams weren't genuine. So I don't know why I would say that, but that's the only like thing coming to my mind. But I just felt like we
It's
could
just
like
more
connected more. Like
It's just more cozy,
yeah,
just late night vibes, some
uh huh,
games, some music, a little blanket here and there,
here and there.
you know?
For
Just
sure.
more cozy, bro.
Yeah, nah. I don't know. Well, I guess this is the summer. I can do a couple more, but I can't really commit to it, unfortunately.
So you got that grandpa bedtime?
I got that. I got that dad at bedtime. Are you good,
Respect,
bro?
respect.
I know I
No,
came
I'm
on
good.
this podcast to be disrespectful.
I'm fucking with you. I'm
hmm
fucking with you. No, I respect it. I respect it, bro. Oh shit. All right, you want to kick it off with a question today?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it kind of goes on topic with what we were just talking
Or
about working and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So
All right, so the question we got here is what do you guys think about that transitional period in terms of making content creation full time, like steps like quitting your job and feeling comfortable enough with your experience as a content creator to take like as steps, like those type
ooh,
of steps.
uh, you wanna do you wanna go first? Or?
Yeah, I could go first. I would say because I guess I am technically full time now. Now that I'm not working because I think it's been close to a month that I haven't been working. Um, but I think what it is for me, like the steps I had to take, because I was streaming late night 4 days a week and then working late night 3 days a week. Um, and so I wanted to stream as much as I could then when I was working, but now that I'm not working, I think some of the steps that I took was not taking advantage of the days that I can stream because I don't you don't want to burn yourself out. Personally, I didn't want to burn myself out. So now that I had those extra nights, those extra like 3 days, I didn't want to take those extra 3 days and just stream 7 days a week because you can definitely burn yourself out and it can take a toll on your mental and stuff too. I feel like it's really important for people to take certain breaks, like a couple of days off a week. Yeah, that's the main thing that comes to my head when it comes to stuff like that. And then as far as the financial aspect, uh I didn't just like quit. It was more like my schedule got like wonky and I didn't want to cut back on streaming like a whole bunch because that's what I would have had to do. So I kind of just did what I had to do and just I guess I quit technically, but I don't know. It wasn't because I was like, oh, I'm making this much money off of streaming and yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
There's just more like me believing in myself and wanting to keep the pedal forward. Is that the term people use?
Keep
Like
your foot on the pedal. Keep going
yeah, keep
forward.
your foot
Keep
on the
yeah.
yeah. Like keep my
All
foot on
that.
the gas instead of letting up.
Yeah.
So what do you
Um.
think it'd be for you?
For me, so So I'm trying to dissect the question. What do I think about the transitional period in terms of making content creation full time? The transitional period, I mean, like, I don't know. Part of me feels like, well, because like, it's kind of hard for me because I've always been quote unquote full time. Like, I don't. It's hard for me to like put full time into like words because like to me when you say full time it means like, hey, this is my job, I get paid. Like, yeah, like I get paid for this or whatever, but I don't get paid enough to be like, I don't feel comfortable saying like this is my job. Like, I don't make
Yeah.
nothing to, you know what I'm saying? So
It's not we making hundreds of thousands type shit.
yeah, it's not enough to what's the word?
Support a lifestyle
Yeah, support you.
completely.
Yeah, I was gonna say supply yourself. Ooh, I need to go to sleep. It's not enough to support like yourself or your lifestyle or whatever. But if you just want to keep it technical as far as like the amount of time and you don't do anything else, then yeah, like I do full time. So like transitional period, like it's not. I can't really speak on that because I've always done that. Um, but feeling comfortable enough with your experience as a content creator to take such steps. Uh, okay, I can relate it to this. I guess we're getting a little more serious. For me, one of the big things is like I want to have like another child. I want to have like a daughter or something, right? So like if that's something that like I want to do, I want to do it, but I'm scared that like a child would get in the way, right? Of like what you're trying to achieve, whatever, whether it's like streaming or whatever. Like a child will just get in the way, like it's just facts, right? So it's like I don't know, like I want to do that, but I want to be comfortable with like my content creation and like everything. I want to have all that like squared away before I go about doing that. So I can kind of attest to like what he's saying with that because I that's something that I want to do, but I have to wait until like everything's together. So like for me, like I don't know if I don't know when that'll come. Like when will like let me ask you this. When do you feel like you'll be comfortable enough to take certain steps to where like you feel like you're investing in yourself? Because like I know how you said that you didn't really quit for like because of your content creation or whatever. It was just more because like everything else that was going on at work. But at what point do you feel as though you would be comfortable? Like say you were still working or something like that. Like what point would you feel like, yeah, like I'm investing in me. I'm going all in on me.
Uh, I feel like I don't want to sound cocky in a way, but I feel like I that's what I'm kind of doing in a sense, just because I easily could have stayed at that job and been making like I was making good money there, but I easily could have stayed there and made more money because they would have had me working more. But I would have had to cut back a pretty big chunk of more than, or I would have had to cut back a lot than I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? It would have been like maybe 2 streams a week. You know,
Yeah.
so I feel like in a way, I've invested in myself and just like believed in myself. Just because this is what I really want to do. Like I know stuff like this that really has no guarantee factor. Everything's kind of just like a risk. But it's like a high reward too if you do really really good and you really really enjoy it, because this is something I really really love and enjoy and something I want to do. I didn't want to be working at a warehouse my whole life, and I was getting tired of working there anyway, so I was just like, maybe this is just I'm not, I'm somewhat religious. I'm not trying to force that on anybody, but I just think in my life I think that was God telling me maybe to, maybe it's just time to really take that full time step in a way of content creation. But yeah, I don't know if that answers your question.
I mean, it kind of does. I mean, I
Yeah,
asked you, at what point would you? It's just because how we were talking earlier, you're like, I kind of did it because the schedule or whatever, so I wasn't for sure. But if
yeah,
that's you already feel like you can go all in on yourself like right now, that's what's up. Um, for me, it's just a little different for like standards and stuff because of the fact that like I want like for me to be consider. I don't know because like I'm already doing full time, but again, like I was just saying, it's just for me to have a child. Like I really want to have another child, but I also know things that I want in life,
yeah.
and it's like I
What
don't.
type of things do you want in life?
As far as like my like career and stuff, like I want to be successful. I want to be to the point where I'm living comfortably and doing something that I love that doesn't feel like work. I want to be able to get my kids anything that they want as long as they're, acting right. But I want, just to have that. Like I want to be able to give them stuff that I didn't have. Like I wasn't able to always have like this or that or whatever. Like I had a fine childhood, like growing up and everything, but we weren't like the wealthiest and shit like that. So like I just
Yeah.
want to live comfortably as far as like financially. I want to always like just be happy like with what I'm doing as far as like quote unquote work, like to where it doesn't feel like work. I want to be making a difference, I feel, in other people's lives. And I feel like content creation is that. It'll give me fulfillment as far as like the stuff that I'm doing, accomplishments, stuff like that. It'll make me happy because I'll be able to be able to help people out and make them happy as well.
Yeah.
And then financially, I feel like once you get to the point where like you want to be, you will be fine financially with content creation.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
it'll
that.
check all my boxes.
Mm-hmm. But like the fulfillment thing you were saying in a way, like feel like you're making a difference in some people. Like it's crazy that you say that. And when you said that, I was like, damn, like we are kind of like doing that in a way, because with like the nice messages and people saying and stuff like that. Um, so I don't know, it's just kind of cool to I don't know, I always look back and see where I was like a year ago, like around this time and like seeing where I am now and I don't know, just like the nice messages people send and stuff. I really feel like I have an impact on some people. Um, that shit just makes my fucking day, bro.
Yeah, bro. I totally agree, and I could really like attest to that right now because as you know, I haven't streamed for like a little bit, and
Mm,
there's bro for the people that hit me up, like it just really like it means a lot because it goes to show like I had tweeted something like who helps the person who helps everyone, right?
mm,
Because like that was a genuine question for me. It's like who helps the person that helps everyone. So
mm,
now that like I feel like I help a lot of people, whether it's just me just streaming or them hitting me up or the mental health days, whatever. I feel like I'm always down to help somebody, and I will whenever I have the chance. And it it just goes to show that like some of these people like they really do care about you because whenever they notice that like I'm not the same or that I'm down, what did they do? They actually reached out to me and checked on me and stuff like that. So like it really like meant a lot. Like damn, like I guess I actually
like you
mean
really
something to
care.
these. Yeah, I mean something to these
Yeah,
people. More than like
it's
what
just
I.
entertainment type
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
So
Because some
it's
people, it is that the way with some people.
yeah, it
They
is,
just come in,
and
and I get
it's understandable.
it's yeah, it's not even a bad thing. Like it's not like you expect everybody in the world to like have your back and have a
Mm-hmm.
shoulder to cry on. It's just not like that. But the fact that some people come in there and like look at you as entertainment and stuff, that's heartwarming as well. So
Yeah,
it's like
in a
I
sense.
was gonna say I was gonna say a double edged sword, but it's not even a sword. It's like a double edged like I don't know, something like soft and like cushiony and like it's like nice. It's not even
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, you're right. It's
I
but like I would definitely say. I mean, it's a little bit easier for me because not like this isn't a knock on you, but I've been through like a lot more. Obviously, I'm older and shit, and the things that I've done.
mm,
But I would say even like with me being like the military and shit, this is probably the hardest thing that I've like tried to do, without a doubt.
really
Yeah, without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt.
harder than the military.
Yeah. Because
Damn.
because here's the thing, and I was talking to somebody about this. Like, say one of your goals in life was to get like your degree, right? There's a
Right.
blueprint for that, bro. All you do is, hey, you do this class,
True.
you do this, you got it. With this
Hmm.
content creation stuff, there's no blueprint, bro. You got to create your own. Yeah, you can try to copy somebody else's, but that's only gonna get you so far.
Yeah, it's not gonna get
Like,
it's because once you copy that one person, and most of the time is somebody that's like you look up to.
yeah,
Think about all the other people that look up to that person and like that person. They're just gonna go to that person for that type of entertainment and that type of content.
uh huh,
So it's like, and you can only like I don't know, play that role for so long too, like you were saying.
yeah. So like with that, there's nothing, there's no blueprint to follow. There's nothing set in stone. You just kind of out there. You kind of feel lost in a sense.
Yeah.
For like what you're doing. You don't really know if it's help. Like I don't know. It's tough, bro. It's really hard. Um,
Mhm.
But yeah, I would say that, it's one of the hardest things I've done, but it's also the most fulfilling.
And it has a huge upside as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing I kind of feel like keeps like at least me going. So one of the things that keeps me going with this is like, yeah, it may be super hard, but I know that like anything worth having in life is going to be hard, and I know well, see, I don't know. I was gonna say I know that like when I get to where I want to be, I'm gonna be happy. But you never know because like a lot of you hear the things like, oh, you thought this is what you wanted until you got it, or some shit like that. Like shit like that. When people tell me, kind of scares me, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Because I kind of experienced that on like a smaller scale already with this.
I think one of the biggest things is like once you do this, like when I say full time, like you're like really, really up there, like say like I don't know, example, 100,000s of followers and you're making like all this money and stuff like that. I think the big thing, if I do ever get up there, the big thing that would be for me is just how many like eyes are on me. Like I hate being the
Mm-hmm.
center of attention in a physical aspect, like people around me and everyone's talking about me. I hate that shit. Like my anxiety goes through the roof. But I don't know. I feel like if it was on an internet scale too, just even like, and I feel like it sometimes, but not as much as I would if I was like really really up there. But like just knowing like no matter what you say, like somebody might have, excuse me, somebody might have something like to say back or like not really to say back, but I don't know how to explain it. Like you
Just
say like you
something to
tweet
say about
something.
like what you say.
Yeah, something or like they feel a certain way about something. Not saying it's like offensive or anything, but like you could be going through anything, a great day, a bad day, and just knowing like there's so many eyes on you and so many people that like might look up to you or don't like you and just follow you just for whatever reason. Uh I think the attention aspect can be like kind of scary too.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that because even now, you might not realize it, but there's a lot of eyes on us, bro. Like a lot. But just think about that, like times fucking 10 or some shit.
I know.
Like for real, bro. It's kind of
Yeah,
it's kind of wild.
it's kind of scary to think about, but it's like at the same time, it could be good. I feel like it would definitely be worth it. I think.
Mm-hmm. So the second part of his question was well, I guess he had multiple parts, but another part of his question was I know one of the things I want personally before I do full time is to become partner. What are y'all thoughts on this? Is that like so I already know we're pretty much like full time now. And I know I had asked you. So let me ask you this part first. Is there anything else that like you would do as far as like investing in you, or is this like is there any like bigger steps? Because what I wanted to ask you was like, is there anything that needs to be done before you take those bigger steps? Like with him saying like, oh, I would like to be partner before I go full time or whatever. Is there anything like that to where it's like I need this done before I do this?
I
Because like with
think the
me, like having the child, like I have I'll answer that. I have some things like, hey, this needs to be done before I attempt to have another child or something like that. So do you have anything like that?
uh I don't think so. I think the biggest thing for me that like how you touched on like not having a blueprint that like kind of not really gets under my skin, but like I don't know, it just like gets me thinking and stuff. Because that partner thing is not easy, bro. That shit is not easy.
Hell no, bro.
Anyone that has that shit, bro, hey, respect, because that shit is not easy. Um, and I know what.
Not anyone, bro.
Alright,
Not
bro.
anyone.
You know
We're
what
not
I
gonna
mean,
go
though.
there.
Like,
We don't-
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. But yeah, it's just not. It's just yeah. It's just as far as doing it and just really really trying to get it, it's a hard accomplishment. So I think the thing for me, as far as being partner, because I do want to be partner someday. Of course, that's a big goal. Like if I got that by the end of this year, I don't know, bro. I'd probably cry. Like that
I
shit.
for sure like, yeah.
Yeah, but I think with getting partnered, I truly don't think I'm not gonna say don't because I could. No, anything could happen, but I think I have to take a bigger step. I just don't know what it is. I feel like I got to take my shit to like the next level, but I just
I
don't
yeah,
know.
I agree. So are you saying
There's
like
something that
what you're
has to
doing
be
right
done.
now would not get you partnered?
I don't want to say that completely, but I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I could always do more. Like I feel like I could do something to take my shit to the next level? Is it something on YouTube or maybe a TikTok or I don't know, something I'm doing on Twitch and people are really liking and then come back like every stream for it? I don't know. I'm not saying people don't like me for who I am, because the people that watch me right now, they know I love them, I appreciate them, and they do come back for, like, basically for who I am. It's not for the gameplay or anything like that, but it's like to get that partner to really get my name out there, like I don't know, I just know there has to be a big leap, like for I don't know, it's just something I have to accomplish, or a step I have to make to get close to that goal, just like a big step. I don't know what it is, but
I
every day we
totally
wake up,
agree.
we try to, yeah, every day we wake up, we gotta, it's a challenge with this shit. So you gotta figure it out for yourself, like you're saying, there's no blueprint. So, but that's kind of it's annoying in a way, but that's
It's the reality of it, though.
it's the reality, and it's what makes it fun, how
Yeah.
anything think about it though, anything with a blueprint, like, I'm not saying the military was boring. You could have, maybe was for you, or like school and shit like that. Having the answers in front of your face all the time, it gets shit done, but it's not like you're really
There's no room for
getting into
creativity.
exactly.
Like, none of that.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, for me, I think it's just there is a big step I have to take, but I just don't know what it is yet. But trust, we're gonna figure that out.
I totally agree. Same thing with me, is like whenever I asked you for like what you're doing right now would like get you partnered. Me, like, well, see, I want to say no, but like if more eyes were on me and I was doing the same thing I'm doing now, I feel like people would be content with like my content. I feel like they'd be like, yo, this is good content if there was more eyes on me. But the fact of the matter is, what if, like, so is what I'm doing right now enough to get me partnered? I would say no, because I need to be able to get more eyes on me. And what I'm doing right now cannot get more eyes on me. So to answer the question I asked you, I would say no. Like what I'm doing right now is not enough to get me partnered. And then like you said, like I totally agree. I think it's gonna be like a big thing. Like I don't know what it is. Not saying like it's gonna be a video that goes viral or something like that, but it has like it's something more that I have to be doing. And that's kind of another reason why I kind of take a step back, is helping me to realize like, hey, what am I doing? So now I'm going to take a very different approach when it comes to this. I gotta be at least give myself the chance to try it, because before all I was doing was just streaming all the time and just hoping that like, after streaming like forever, I would just keep getting seen. And like, yeah, it worked, but it kind of works at like a slow rate. So now I'm going to take that step back, and I'm going to kind of focus more on like other content. I'm going to still be streaming, just not as much. I'm just kind of, So I mean, at least give myself the chance to see how that goes, at least for like, I hate to try it for the summer, because summer's when I have the most time to stream, but I got to try that shit now. Yeah. Like, you never know.
I don't really know how to ask this question, but if it was something you think just off the top of your head that you could name that could really take your shit to the next level, just like a little brainstorming thing. I don't know, if you could say something right now that would take your shit to the next level, what do you think it would be?
Well, I can tell you what I'm going to attempt to do, which is pretty much, so I'm going to this. I hate to say this, but I'm about to post like 4 TikToks a day, bro.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's
bro,
not. There's nothing wrong. It's just
people shit on TikToks, bro. But the thing with TikToks, that shit can work.
It's so
for
powerful,
real,
bro.
It is. It's if you ask me, that's the biggest platform right now for creators. Like, just in general, you could be a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, anything. You could post all your shit up there, or you could be a TikToker, an Instagram influencer, Instagram model. Don't matter who you are, bro. Like, you could post some shit on TikTok, bro. Get a following up there, your shit, and that can branch you out to other platforms. It's not just streaming, and you can go live up there too. Like that. TikTok is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think so. I don't have to go into detail exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to get out on like all these different social medias and like actually be posting content. But the main thing I want to say is just like I want to get to these other social medias. I want to get my stuff out there, like because as of right now, I don't know if you heard me say this before, but you can't grow on Twitch unless you're live. Like that's pretty much it. Like if you're not live, you're not growing. But with YouTube, you have long form content. It's always up there. People can go watch it at any time and be like, oh, shit, if I want to see some live content, let me go look at his Twitch or whatever. TikTok is always there. But like with Twitch, if you're not live, they don't see you. It's just simple as that. So, if there's, to answer your question, if there's something that I could do, that's it. I'm going to focus on like just getting myself more out there. Like I don't be promoting my stuff. I don't do anything, bro. All I do is go live. And then, and then I obviously, I must be doing something right because I've gotten this far just doing that. So, that's great or whatever. But now it's time to take it to the next level. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on like all this different type of content as well as promotions and this and that and kind of see where it takes me.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you, I got to ask you that same thing too, bro. Like, would you, if you
could. Those type of questions.
No,
I feel you. It's just like, I think the reason I asked that is because it's a really like thinking question. But I feel like those type of questions. Yeah, with those type of questions, I feel like we kind of feel the same way. Like, I think I need to do the same thing. Just like really promoting my shit more, posting stuff. Like I be trying to post stuff on TikTok and stuff like that too. Just like random clips and stuff from whatever stream I had last night, funny clips. But that's the thing, just like not having a blueprint of not knowing like what exactly you have to do because it's different for everybody, bro. Like your shit could blow up on YouTube and then you got hella people come to your Twitch. You could have something go crazy on your Twitch and then everybody goes to your YouTube. Like it's such an open-ended question that it can go anywhere, and it's the endless possibilities of like what you can and can't do. But I think the main thing I can do is I think just, it sounds cliche, but just like keep being myself, don't get lost in like just really like having fun with my stuff. I feel like not trying to get lost in like whatever numbers and stuff like that, or I don't know, just feeling like I'm not doing enough. Just really just staying true to myself, I guess, and just posting the best content that I can.
It's funny you say that because that's a big problem for me. I need to get on that too.
What, like getting lost in your
it's
head?
not necessarily lost in it. Well, it's kind of lost in the numbers, but it's just lost in the fact that like, just like if like these people aren't here, or if this isn't the same, or if they're not, this, that, then I get lost in like, it's not necessarily the numbers, but I get lost in the fact that like, oh, I must have fell off, or oh,
yeah,
they don't like this no more, or oh, whatever. And the fact of the matter is, it very well could be that. It very well could be, but if that's the case, like if I'm just kind of having like, obviously I'm always having fun with it, but if I just don't get too like lost in that or whatever, then like it would have just been fine. I wouldn't get in my head. But it's hard to do that when you want to take this seriously. Like you can't, like it's a thin line between like, oh, let me just have fun with it and not care, and then also like, well, something's not going good, let me change it, because if you're just like, oh, whatever, like it's not going good, fuck it, then it's just gonna go even worse because it seems as though like you don't care that you're not performing well, so it's hard for me to balance the fact that like I want to perform well, also like, well, I don't want to really care too much that these people aren't here, or that these numbers or this or that. So like I really don't know. Like that's really hard, bro. And that's something like, I'm trying to balance.
Yeah, I feel like something we can really like we relate on in a heavy way is wanting our shit to be as high quality as possible and it to run as smoothly as possible. You know what I'm saying? And with that, like it kind of like a perfectionist way, I guess. It can hurt, bro. Like I think people really downplay like just mental health of a streamer, creator and stuff. Like people really look at it as, yo, you're just sitting in front of a camera, it ain't nothing, just play your game, like it's not like that, especially when you're not a 100% a gaming streamer. It's more like you interact with your people.
Yes, exactly, bro.
So when those people like aren't there, or like there's not many people talking and stuff like that, yeah, I get it. Like you can get in your head pretty easily, or shit isn't moving the way you want it to. You can get in your head. You can get in your head pretty bad. Those are the conversations people should be having, as far as just anybody. If you're a viewer, if you're a friend of a streamer and stuff like that, like it's good to check up on anybody, but like just that's what the podcast is, like we're streamers and stuff. But like it's good to check on your favorite like content creator or streamer and stuff because you never know, bro. They could be having just because you watch them through a certain screen on your TV or on your phone, don't mean that they having like a bad day like you, or don't mean that they're not getting annoyed like you with certain things in
Yeah,
life. Like
like
everybody's got
we're
it pretty much.
human, bro. We're literally
Yeah,
just humans.
yeah. And I'm not saying that like I'm trying to like be like, oh, I got it so bad, yada yada.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just that's literally how it is though. Like everybody's a person. So and that's the one thing I like about this podcast is that we can say those type of things. And not saying we couldn't like on stream, but we can say those type of things and people I feel like people can really feel it and stuff because it's more like us just really speaking our mind and telling people like how we really feel more than just like entertainment and stuff. But if you get entertained by it, that's cool too. I appreciate your ears.
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I really like appreciated the people that hit me up and stuff. And this is not. I'm not trying to say this to knock on the people that didn't hit me up or whatever.
Right.
If y'all are hearing this, but it's just the fact that like you said, check up on your favorite like content creators and stuff. And that was just amazing to me that like, these people say like, hey, you're my favorite. And then they go and they do something like that. That really shows me like, oh, fuck, like you actually do like care about me. It's just nice to know that people care about you more than just like what you're providing for them.
Exactly.
That makes you feel so good. It makes you feel a lot better than like,
it's like a little family, bro, for
yeah.
real.
Because before it would make it feel like, well, shit, like you only care about how much I can or what I can bring to you or whatever. And like when
But
they were doing
even
that,
in a sense, yeah, even in a sense, like I was saying earlier, even if it's just some entertainment, because I'm not saying everybody that joins got to be my friend and stuff like that. Even if you just watch me like I'm your favorite TV show. I still appreciate that. Like that makes me feel so good because I never thought I could start up my stuff, like my stream, and somebody watch me and just even if they never talked to me before and they just watch me consistently like I'm their favorite TV show. Like that makes me feel so good, bro. Because it's like I never thought I could entertain somebody like that. That shit's
exactly,
just, I don't know, it's priceless, bro. So
it
that's why
really is.
even though there's no blueprint to this shit, and we got to figure it out ourselves. It's really it's definitely a high reward.
Yeah, high reward, high. It's there's ups and downs when it comes to all that. And whenever you were saying earlier about what did you say? Like, oh, I don't want to say make it seem like I have it like super bad or whatever. But that's just the fact of the matter is just like it doesn't really matter like say like you had a bad day because you fucking tripped and fell or whatever. Like nobody should be sitting there telling you like, oh well, you need to think about the person who this or that. Like it's your life.
Yeah.
Like if that's what's bad for you right now, like it just is what it is, bro. I always tell people that when we're having I was gonna say social media days. Ooh wee, bro. Fuck, bro. What is mental health days? Fuck. Yeah, I always tell people that because they're like, oh, somebody would tell me like, oh, like whatever I was just saying, like, well, you don't have it that bad, whatever. It is what it is, bro. Like we're not. I'm not trying to sit here and make it seem like we have the worst lives or whatever, but whenever you have a life and you're going through like certain stuff, and especially if people don't like, they don't go through the same thing as you, like they don't know exactly like the types of things that make you feel like a certain way, I guess. It's just kind of
everybody's different though,
yeah.
I think that's what more people need to understand. Everybody's different, and just because you get entertainment out of somebody doesn't mean they can't go through the same things, and especially like you said earlier a couple seconds ago, just because I'm going through a certain thing doesn't invalidate the fact that somebody else is going through the same thing or something even worse. But just because it's happening shouldn't invalidate my feelings or anybody else's. Like yes, people do have it worse. There's some people that don't have homes or some people that don't have clothes on their back, food on the table. Like yeah, I understand that, and that's really really heartbreaking. But just because I don't, and I'm really starting to like truly understand that. Like I've known people to say, just because other people have it worse, it doesn't invalidate your feelings. Like I've always heard people say that, but I never really felt it, and I'm starting to understand that now. Because you can have all the money in the world, you can have all these followers, things like that. But yeah, just no matter who you are, bro, don't let anybody make you feel invalidated with how you feel. Just because there's somebody in the world that might not be as blessed as you.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Yeah. It's human to feel certain ways, you know. That's why we're created the way we're created. You're supposed to have emotions. You're supposed to feel certain ways about certain things. So don't ever get down on yourselves. You hear me?
Yes, and I really like what you were saying about like with the streamer and stuff like that. Like people just gotta realize, that we're human too.
hmm Even if like if it's somebody big with hundreds of thousands of followers, like bro, they could be going through the same thing you going through, bro, even worse or something like that. So just because they got all these people in their chat and stuff, don't mean they not dealing with their own problems.
True, true, true. So let me ask you this: how do you deal with something like that? Like whenever like shit isn't really going like your way, if there may not be as many people in the streams as like there usually is, because like for me, like it, I do reflect on myself like a lot, and I think about like where I was before and like where I am now and stuff. But it's also hard whenever like I do that, and then like I also think about where I was like a week ago or something. So like it,
Mm.
of course I'm gonna be further than where I was like a year ago as long as I'm doing like the right shit. But it's also just like a week ago I saw like these numbers, or just like the other day I saw these numbers, or like this it felt like this or that. And then, so it's kind of, it does hit me whenever like it kind of goes down and stuff. So how do you personally deal with that? Because like I really don't know how to deal with it, bro. Like I want to be able to just turn my emotions off and be like I'm good, bro, like it's whatever, but I just
No, I
cannot do
get
that.
you. So are you? So let me narrow it a bit. Are you asking like, how do I deal with when the stream isn't going
Yeah, let's just say it's not going your way, it's not going the way
like?
you want it to,
So it's not a
whatever
lot
that
of.
may be.
For me, I feel like we can relate. Like if it's not that many people talking, or if I don't know, what's something else that gets under my skin? Let's just say not many people talking. I feel like we can relate on that a lot. I don't know. I feel like the way I deal with it, I don't look at it as, oh, I fell off, yada yada yada. We gotta realize, bro, it's kids are getting out of school. It's about to be summertime. Well, it is technically probably a summertime. And I always have it in the back of my mind, bro. People got other things they got to do, like in the 24 hours of their day. You know, that maybe they're sleeping, maybe they're out, partying, doing whatever they want to do. Everybody's human. So how I look at it is, say that I got a couple people in there, not as much as I'm accustomed to, and like the comments are like kind of dry. My big thing I always try to do is just, I don't know, just ask somebody a certain question, just like going off a certain thing. Like if somebody just in there and they're just talking about like basketball or something, ask them like who their top three basketball players are, or things like that. Like just try to spark a conversation, even if it's one person talking. Just try to spark a conversation off of anything that person's doing. Because most of the time, if I'm just talking and there's not a lot of other people talking, I'm probably just like playing a game or something, just chilling on some real late night shit. So and if I feel like the vibes are off, I don't know, just turn on some of my favorite songs or something, and yeah, just try to spark a conversation with that. Even if it's one person, try to give them something to answer off of. I guess I don't know. I feel like that's something that always works for me.
Okay, so I meant more of like, so like, yeah, that's obviously great, and
Mhm.
I do that shit too, but I just meant more of like, how do you
Like
cope
in a
with
mental
it?
way.
Yeah, how do you cope with it? Because
Oh.
like, yeah, obviously, like I feel like we're pretty experienced like streamers and stuff now. We kind of know
hmm
like when shit like that's happening, like you can kind of just latch on. That sounds bad, but
hmm
you just latch
No,
on
no,
to
I
like
get you.
whoever's there, and you just
So you want a more deeper like aspect.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like when you're
Okay.
done with the stream type shit. Like
When you gotta fight them demons.
yeah. Yeah, bro. That's when it be hitting,
Uh,
bro, because
no, I get it.
you might not have an answer for that, bro. Because I
No,
don't. I literally don't. So that's why I'm asking you.
I feel like I don't have you're right. I don't think I have a complete answer. Like if I don't like ending my stream if on a bad note. I don't think I've ever
Okay.
ended and it was just like fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? I always want to make sure I know something like a good note, put like a good song on, uh, and just have like like I said, like a good conversation before I end. But when I turn off, um, I think the way I cope with it, if I really like wasn't completely happy with it, like let's say I had a really good stream the day before, and then this one like wasn't as much. Thing I'll sometimes have in the back of my head is like it's not. It's just like think about it as a day of life, bro. Like think about streaming, like the hours you're streaming. Think about it as like another day. Like it's just a maybe the next day, the next stream will just be 10 times better. You know, like you always get another shot at it. It's not like that's your last stream. People thought you fell off, yada yada yada. Just think of it as uh maybe a lot of people had something to do some or that day, you know, or yeah, I don't know. I really don't have an answer, but that's what I'll try. That's what I'm trying to come
For
up
sure,
with.
for
Like
sure.
it's just like you can't be down on yourself because not every stream is gonna go great. Like say you have a great day, doesn't mean every other day is gonna be great. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
life, you know.
Yeah. And that's pretty much. I mean, it is life, and it is a day still. So
Yeah, it's just another day. It
for sure.
happens. It's a. I saw somebody say something the other day. It was like, don't look at it as a. It's a bad day. It's not a bad life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I
What
don't.
did you like retweet that or something or?
Maybe I might have
I
liked it
feel
or
like I saw
something.
that too the other day.
Mhm.
I don't know
It's
where.
just a bad day, bro. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
bad day. Everybody that's listening, if you have not having a great day today, look, it's just a bad day. It's not a bad life. You get another shot tomorrow, and then after that, and after that, and after that.
It's
You know,
hard, it's hard to tell those people that when they keep having the consistent bad days,
that's
the
true.
consecutive ones, it
But
start,
I do want to. Yeah, I get it. Hey, I'm human too. Scoot human too. So like I'm sure you can attest to having some of those consecutive bad days as well, because I can as well. Um, but another thing I try to tell people is nothing lasts forever. So even if if
Yeah.
you having consecutive good days, don't mean that all those good days are just gonna keep happening. Don't mean all those
Mm-hmm.
bad days are gonna keep happening. But if it's something bad and it's something that you can control, something you can do different, do that shit, bro. Cause ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna. I made a. I'm talking a lot. I feel like this
Bro,
podcast, bro.
it's only me and you. Somebody got to talk. One person gonna
You're
talk
right.
more than the other at some point.
I feel like I'm talking a lot because I keep like having to sip my tea and stuff because like you talk a lot. Like you got the saliva in your mouth. I'm like, God damn, I'm talking a lot. But no, I made what is it? An example like a few months back. Think of life as like a plate of food, right? And they gonna get on me because they call me Tubby and shit for always talking about food. But think of it as a plate of food, and there's a whole bunch of different foods on that plate. You're not gonna like every single food on that plate, you know. So take the food that you do like, keep it on there, your plate, which is your life. And if there's other shit on that plate you don't like, yo, do what you can to slowly scrape that food off, you know. Like ain't nobody else gonna scrape that food off for you because it's your plate. So you got to
Yeah.
do what you can to control that.
True, true, true. No, just one day at a time, bro. We all battling different things. With this, especially with this content creation, as far as good days, bad days, what your blueprint
Mhm.
is, what you're trying to do. It's fucking tough, bro. But as long as we stay, even if we keep doing what we're doing right now, as long as we stay consistent, we'll eventually get to where we want to be. Yeah, if we just keep doing this, will it take a long ass time? Probably. But as long as
Mhm.
we stay, I say the big thing is stay consistent, and then in order to not just keep doing the same thing, if we stay hungry, um, and always try to outwork the next person because that's it. It is what it is. Like this, if you're not working hard, there's somebody out there that's working harder than you, that's surpassing
Mhm.
you. So we stay hungry, stay consistent. We'll be good to go.
Yep.
I mean, I guess we don't really have a question. I mean, do we have a question to end off of? Even though we kind of,
Uh, let me see.
bro, what is? I'm looking at these questions. What is going on, bro? These aren't even questions. Like, what?
Yeah, hang on. Let me.
Somebody
Yeah,
said you
those.
disgust me, bro. Like what?
I don't even know what happened there. What about this one? Was there a day or a certain moment where you realized the size of your following or your influence on people? And if so, when?
Ooh. I feel like there is, but I need to think. It's hard to think when you on a podcast. You gotta keep it moving, bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like,
no, I feel it.
do you have
You can
yours?
think. I think I have mine.
Okay, bet.
I, I think it was fuck, bro. Like this might get deep, but I think it was and I remember it like it was yesterday, but I feel like it was I would say roughly October, November, December-ish. But I really think it was this one day that people were they were going crazy with the gifted subs and stuff, right? And somebody dropped like a huge number. And like I was wilding out and shit. I was freaking out. Like I was on my floor. I was like, bro, you're gonna have to do that, yada yada yada. And I was like expressing my gratitude and my thankfulness for those gifted subs, right? Like that's financial stuff, like finances that you don't have to do. Like you can watch me for free. So when I was expressing like how thankful I was for that, they came right back at me and was like, no, bro, thank you for like doing the shit that you do and always, having a place for me to hang out. And then somebody hit me with a deep one, like, and it was a bunch of people saying that, and it really just hit my heart. I was like, damn, bro, like I never thought about it like that. Like I always think of it as me just playing video games in my room and just talking to my online homies, So like the fact that they felt like that type of that side of like I don't want to say like a lovey relationship, but of a relationship of them watching me and me being thankful for them as much as they're thankful for me. Like it just really hit me. I don't know. And somebody was like, it was one comment and they were like, you just really made this year better for me. It's with all because all the COVID shit, you really just made this year better for me. Easier for me to like, go out about my day and just have something to look forward to at night. And I was like, damn, bro, like I think it was that day it really, really hit me. I kind of went everywhere with that, but there was a lot of comments and stuff that different people were saying, and I was just like, damn, bro.
I don't think you would be you if you didn't go everywhere with the question,
I know. I do it all the time, bro.
Hey, that's how we get to talk about some of the shit that we talk about, so it's all good. But for me, like obviously, like you said, the messages and stuff, those always mean a lot. We can go on that like all day because I feel like we talk about that a lot. But when I realized the size of my following or the influence on people, I would say mine's like a little more lighthearted. When I realized like the influence I had on people is when like people just start to say like some of the stuff that I say. And I'm not saying like I like that, it's cool. I love when people use some of the slang and stuff that I use. Like that's just something like this happens like when you're just around like your friends and stuff. It makes me feel as though like we're friends, like because that's what I do with my friends. If they say some shit and they say it a lot, I'll start to pick up on it and like say it like subconsciously. So I thought I think that's pretty cool because it's happened a lot. And I don't know. I kind of like when it happens. It just makes me feel like because it becomes more of just like a me thing and becomes an us thing at that point. Like we say that now.
Something we can like bond over.
Yeah. So I would say for sure just them picking up on like slang and shit that I say and we just kind of run with it. I think that's a really, really cool thing.
Shit like that.
Yeah. But with that concludes another episode of Is It Hidden? What episode is this, bro?
This is
4.
4?
Right?
4. Yeah. Like it's 4. It's 4. 100%.
That's crazy. That's about a month.
That is, bro. Think about it though. That's 4 weeks in a row we've been on it. We said we're gonna do it every week, and we've been on it, bro.
I mean, that's. I wasn't too much tripping on that because we got me and you like doing it, so we're gonna hold each other accountable and shit. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying this. If y'all are, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Definitely subscribe. Definitely, stay up to date with like Is It Hitting and stuff, whether it's here or on our Twitch streams or in Discords or whatever. Because at some point we might be making a switch to another platform, and you don't want to be left out in the loop. You're gonna be like, oh, they not consistent no more. They don't post,
right?
And then you come to find out we actually posting somewhere else. So
exactly. You done missed weeks worth of podcasts. Like,
I guess you can binge it.
You wanna? I just thought of something real quick. Should we end on a question? Should we end on a question for them to answer, like in the comments or like somewhere?
Ooh.
I can't think of something off the top of my head, but I thought that would be cool.
Question for them to answer. Okay, back because this is kind of the topic of what we were going on. What's some of the things that you guys do whenever you're having a bad day? Like, what's some of the ways like you kind of cope with it?
I like that.
That may help me and Noah out. I may be able to use some of that stuff. So yeah, what's some of the stuff you guys do to cope? When you're having a bad day, and then y'all kind of let us know if you fucking with the podcast, if you made it this far.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
comment that down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see y'all next
Hell
week.
yeah. Bye. Stay blessed.